I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive.
When they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, and that is incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray, and he finds Seals-Jones complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate?
On 2nd and 1, Murray, and they're gonna get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a draw play for Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
10-2 start. 6-6, pull it high. Switch.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. In this case, a field goal. You'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. All you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Tackles made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Cooks. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
91.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling.
There are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. They put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. 1st down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys out front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Fine time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And this one is right through. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Childs, and he'll wind up with about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
They'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st down, Snell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Here's Murray. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. Try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
And wouldn't you hate to be the person that committed the foul on that play? Film is not going to be fun for him. But right now, he's got to regroup and continue to play.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. This is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Cardinals! As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He gets it to Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this, a 10-point game as they reached halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. From there, let's head cross-country to D.C. to check out the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Adam Humphries, a touchdown reception.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
They run a screen pass really well. You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
The spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. They'll find Everett there, complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
10 over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. This is Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
It really feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And he's only going to get a yard.
Word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
False start, offense.
Back to throw again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer as they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are. And pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Snell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Snell yet again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Tighten it.
On first down, it's Snell again. And officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Snell, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Draw play, and it's Snell. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is good. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach said I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And with that, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he goes out right around the 39. Back to throw it, Murray. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Snell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Arizona, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.